Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be discussing about Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency market, but also I'm going to give you some altcoins which I think they have a very good potential to go to the upside for the next 2 or 3 months. Of course, before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more updates about this crazy cryptocurrency market. Guys, let's talk straight away about Bitcoin. I want to show you what's going on right now. The situation is still stalling at the moment. In our yesterday in our VIP group, we were discussing of a potential correction of Bitcoin when it was sitting at roughly $62,000, and we said that we could have seen a correction down to, and I'm going to show you the proof right here. We could see a correction down to this area over here, which has happened perfectly as well with the altcoins. We released some altcoins analysis, and everything went as per plan. So the question is, of course, what's going to be happening after. I want to also show you our trading results, guys. This is our VIP group. You can see our members are placing incredible results. Look at these guys. Shellcat, in one day she made more like 300-400%, and you can see the results are insane. So if you want to join a proper group of experienced traders who are killing this market, they're making trading calls, member calls, Bitcoin analysis, crypto chat on fundamentals, technicals, anything you can think of, join our VIP group, guys. You will not regret it. If you want to join, link in the description below. Now let's talk about Bitcoin and see what's happening right now, so we can have an idea of what can happen in the next few I would say days or weeks. So at the moment, as you can see, we have broken down this very important level of support. Over here we went down to roughly $58,300, and there is no signs of recovery as yet for Bitcoin. Guys, the situation is very simple right now. You don't need to overcomplicate your life thinking, oh, how low we're gonna go, how high we're gonna go, and so like this. So what I usually do to understand where we're gonna go to, very, very simple. There's this line over here, this diagonal line over here, which is now sitting at roughly $63,000. I'm gonna also highlight it for you so you can understand a little bit better. We need to, in order to become bullish again with Bitcoin, we need to be able to break this line over here. So what do you want to see? You want to see to go to this resistance, break the resistance here, and then once that happens, what you can see the next level of resistance, which is going to be roughly around here, which is $67,000. So if you're going to be able to break this point over here, then what is going to be happening? We're going to go back around this area, and then we might see maybe a little bit of a correction from there, and then if you're going to be able to rebound from this now support, then we can continue to go higher. So that's what I'm expecting right now. So if somebody tells me right now, when do you believe this is going to happen? Well, it's very difficult to say, but looking at the charts from here, what I would like to see right now, it looks like Bitcoin is exhausted. So I want to see at least to go back around this area, then maybe have another correction down to here, and then finally start to go to the upside. But as I said before, that's what we need to monitor, guys. And of course, if you see a rejection from here, you could go short, make money to the downside. If you see a continuation, a break from here, then you could go long. It's as simple as that. But of course, if you are an investor and you're wondering, what should I do as an investor? Well, I would say that at the moment, guys, in my opinion, it's a very good level, and this is not financial advice, but this is a very good level to buy Bitcoin. And of course, what I will do, I will have some dry powder in order to buy the dip if it's going to dip further. Because of course, if you look at the charts, guys, although you were scared that we had this crazy dip, but this dip, guys, is actually not even a dip. It's very small, and there is a chance that we could actually go as low as even $53,000. So I'm not saying that we're going to see right now from here, like so many other people who will tell you, oh yeah, we're gonna go to 100K straight away like that in a straight line. There is also a possibility, and I'm gonna show you even to make you even more scared. There is a possibility of this to happen. and there is a possibility of this to happen. We could even go as low as $40,000. And the question I'm asking yourself, have you got dry powder to buy the dip? Have you got money that you're willing to lose, that you're not going to feel sick if it's going to do that? So always think about the potential bearish scenario. And I'm not a bear, guys. I'm very, very bullish on Bitcoin. I believe it's going to go way, way higher than what it is right now. But I would like you to urge you to be careful and to manage your risks, because anything can happen. Crypto is very volatile. This scenario can happen, so you have to be ready. What I'm doing myself, I got 30% there sitting in cash. If it's going to go down to 53, 54, I'll buy with maybe 15%. If it's going to go down to 40, 42, I'm going to be all in. And when I'm going to be all in, I can tell you I can stay even 1 year invested. I don't have to take any money out. So that's the way I think when it comes to investing. And the scenario is definitely possible. Now let's have a look as well, maybe more intraday, what could be happening in the next few days. Of course, guys, we have a very important event is going to come, which is the GDP today. GDP, if it comes lower than expected, it means the economy is slowing. It means the Fed could cut interest rates, so it's actually very good for crypto. Also, we have tomorrow the PCE as well. PCE is a very important measurement of inflation, the Fed preferred measurement of inflation. If that comes lower than expectation, then we could be seeing, of course, the Fed potentially cutting interest rates, or actually mentioning to cut interest rates very soon. But otherwise, if it's going to come higher than expected, then I'm expecting a sell-off into the market. So Bitcoin right now, as I said before, we are going down from here on the 4-hour chart. You can see pretty much this is what I'm expecting right now. So looking at the Fibonacci retracement and the chart and all of that, what I was actually talking about with my VIP group is that what we could be seeing could be a potential, which we mentioned already here, a retracement maybe down to the 61.8 to the 78 in between 60 to 59.5. So this box over here, that's what I believe that Bitcoin is going to go. So what I would like to see right now would be, of course, a little bit of a reaction from here at 60,000, and then maybe one push up to here. And then when this happens, as I said before, you want to see if it's going to be able to break this 62,500, or is going to have another rejection, because then you want to see lots of power, coming from here to go up to this level. Otherwise, there is a risk that this could happen. You're going to see a further correction to the downside. And trust me, this is possible. Okay, so really look at the charts, look at everything. But if you're not sure, come on the VIP group, because we discuss this every single day. So you're not going to be lost. Where is it time to sell, buy, short, and all of that? I cover everything. You can ask me. I'm always online. So guys, now I want to talk about today the coins, which I think they have a very good potential for the next, let's say, 6 to 10 months on this expectation of alt season and this current bull market. So some coins are being completely bashed, and some of them are new. So I just want to show you what I think is going to be happening with price prediction and all of that. So the first one, guys, it's VELO USDT. I'm going to just cancel these things over here to show you a little bit better what I think it can be happening with VELO, and I'm going to go on the weekly chart to show you more long-term what could be happening. VELO, guys, has been completely obliterated, right? Destroyed. From 1.95 it went down to 0.012, and people are asking me, are we going to see a new all-time high with VELO at $2 or $3? Well, I will say to you, I don't think VELO would ever recover back to these levels over here. I mean, never say never, but what I want to see right now would be a potential push to the upside in case we're going to start the alt season and the bull market. So looking at VELO, guys, there is quite of an interesting thing to think about it. First of all, I can see that what we're forming right now here looks more like a cup and handle pattern, which in general, if this one works, should bring us way higher than what it is right now. And what I could also see from VELO is that we are into the cycle called the disbelief phase. So disbelief phase is the time where pretty much you see that everybody's screaming, this is a suckers rally, nothing is going up, there is no alt season, and blah blah blah. So it's quite common to be very pessimistic around this area. But the thing is, VeLO has pretty much, I would say, bottomed. Okay, so it look like we have formed almost a bottom, and I believe that in 6 to 12 months it's going to be way higher. And how can we measure how high it could go to? Well, the way I measure is just to go from here and utilizing my Fibonacci extension and just go from the lowest point of this trend over here to the highest point and just bring my levels up to here. And you can see that VeLO is showing that what we could be seeing could be a recovery up to this area over here at the 4.236. So let's say, for example, and of course it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to be that you're going to see VeLO pumping from this level here in 2 or 3 weeks. It might take maybe months, but what you want to see from here will be something like this. You want to see a reaction from this level over here, then a push to the upside, then another correction here, push to the upside, correction over here, push, and then finally something like this. So looking at the charts, I believe that VeLO as a price target at 0.09, 0.010 is definitely on the cards, which is going to be like a 10x from here. And again, it could be going way higher than what I'm talking about. It could go way higher. So it could be even 30x, 50x. Who knows, how impactful, we could actually, how much impact we could go. We can even go back to, to this area here. Looking at the Fibonacci retracement from this point to this point, you can see that as a first level, it can even go as high as 0.46. And if you actually do the math, like, 0.012 to 0.46 is almost like a 4x, from here. Is it going to go that high? I don't know. I don't really care, because what I'm going to do, I'm going to sell lots of my stack, over here once I make a 8 to 10x. Is it going to go to 40x? I don't know. If it's going to go to 10x, quite more likely. So VeLO, in my opinion, is going to be a very good asset to hold medium to long term, 6 to 10 months. Guys, the next one is TEL USDT, very similar to VeLO. I'm going to just cancel all of this so you can see a little bit better what's going on right now. TEL as well. That's even with the rhyme, completely destroyed. You can see the big pump in 2021 when the market exploded, and right now we're still as well into potentially depression phase, display phase. Who knows what it is? And right now looks like it had a big pump. Is now testing support in this area, and I'm expecting a resumption to come sooner rather than later. And as well, how high could we be seeing VeLO to go? So what I can do, I can again take my highest point, bring it over here with a Fib retracement, bring it to the lowest point, and it tells me that the 0.015 could be on the cards, which could be that's going to be a huge number. We can even see, I can show you from here to here. So how high that could be a 596%, so like a potential like a 6-7x from here. But also what we can utilize is going to be our extension of Fibonacci to see if actually this number makes sense. I'm going to go the 0.15 and see what's going to be happening with TEL USDT. So we're going to go lowest point, highest point from here, and it tells me even that with the Fibonacci, I'm going to go just a little bit lower. Fibonacci is telling me that even at 0.20 could be a potential target. So as I said before, I like to be very conservative, so I would say that I'm expecting maybe TEL to go as high maybe by Q1 2025 up to this area over here, maybe 0.014, in between 0.014 to 0.02 NT, which is going to be a 6 to 8x from here. Just remember, guys, this is all not financial advice. I'm not trying to give you any financial. I'm just looking at the data. Invest at your own risk. Remember that altcoins are super risky. It's probably one of the riskiest investment you can actually take. So be careful when it comes to altcoins. I'm investing only 15% of my portfolio. The rest is like into Bitcoin and Ether, because those are very dangerous. They can swing 70%, 100% like in a day. So be very careful when it comes to altcoins. But I can see from TEL USDT, end of this bull market, which I don't believe the bull market is over, a 5x, 8x is definitely on the cards. Next one I want to show you guys, which I really believe is going to do very well and is a little bit safer than those other altcoins. It's AVAX. AVAX looks Avalanche looks very good. One of my favorite projects, on the in the crypto world. AVAX looks like as well that is definitely into this belief phase. Look, like we have the euphoria here, denial, capitulation, depression, and now we saw a beautiful disbelief phase. So AVAX, I think, in my opinion, is in a very good point from here. That you should see like a nice rebound, especially if Bitcoin decides to, it's time to go a little bit to the upside. So looking at the AVAX from here, what I will say that we might see maybe a little bit more of a downtrend from here, maybe down to 17, 18, then a big push to the upside from here, then maybe another correction down, up, and all of that. But I'm going to show you right now the price prediction. Again, what we can do, we can utilize our Fibonacci. So remember that I think that Bitcoin is into like an optimism phase, belief phase. Ether and Solana are probably into still belief, optimism, but more like denial. I believe that altcoins are still in this phase called anger / depression / disbelief. So we're still very early with the altcoin. So looking at the chart from here, guys, I believe that Solana could go easily around this area over here, around the 61.8, 78.6 Fibonacci. So looking at the charts, in this way over here, and I don't want to give you like false information and just tell you, it's gonna go up to $250,000 million, right? I don't really care to tell you that. If you want to listen to that, go to listen to the the YouTubers that they give you this crazy prediction with Lamborghinis. Here I'll just give you the proper no bullshit data. So looking at this, I would say that AVAX could definitely go from here, maybe a bit of a drop from here, then recovery and push up to this area over here, and in between $90 to $110, that could be a very good target for Avalanche. So if you actually made the maths, is roughly like a 4x, 3.5x, 4x from here. If it's gonna go higher, maybe it could go as high if he wants to. I'm gonna go from here to here. If he wants to, it could go to $580. Maybe it's going to happen in 2026, in 2 years. Who knows? Do I care? Not really, because I'm going to sell already when it's going to be a 3 to 4x, because I know that after this kind of impulse, I would be expecting a big movement to the downside again. So maybe something like this, a big correction, and then up again. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to offload my bags, buy them cheaper again, and then ride the wave again. Guys, the last one I want to show you today, which I think is going to do very well, and I like it. It's just like I really like the meme coin. It's Brett USDT, guys. Brett looks very good. I think it's one of the it's going to be like similar to the Pepe coin. Pepe was also a very good surprise, and I'm going to go here. Brett is very new. It was just listed on Bybit and Qcoin a few days ago. But what I like about Brett, guys, is the fact that Brett, in my opinion, is forming what we call a bull flag. So the bull flag, it's pretty much when you see this big pole coming to this area like that, then you see a flag like that. That's another flag, and I believe that Brett could be forming. Again, guys, non-financial advice. It's my own technical analysis, but I believe that Brett is forming what we call a bull flag. So we could be seeing maybe another like small correction down to here, down to 13, 14, and then once it's going to retouch this diagonal trend line, which was previous resistance line support, and you're going to see a continuation to go to the upside. And how high, Brett is going to go. Again, we can have a look at the Fibo, just to have a look what's going on from here. Where is my Fibonacci here? Found the Fibonacci, and then we can just go from here, lowest point, highest point, boom. And then Brett can really bring us to way higher than this, right? So the 0.74 could be definitely a target for Brett, especially if he's going to follow the same path as like Pepe or Bonk or all of them. But again, now This is a very high target, so it's only like a 4x from here, 4 or 5x from here. But even like, you know, shorter term, I don't want to think too much about, you know, this crazy prediction. But looking at the chart from here, look how precise is this, guys. So I have a pole over here. So usually whenever you calculate the bull flag is in general, you take the pole like that, and then you put the pole around this area over here. And look how precise, sorry, like this. Look how precise it's this. So you're looking at a pole, flag, and a pole with a Fibonacci extension in this area over here. And if you can connect this point over here to this point over here, brings you exactly to that point. Isn't it insane that you can see all of this and it brings you to this target over here? So this target is going to come, usually it says around the 20th of July 2024. So I guess we have to see a very big pump with Bitcoin for this to happen. So that could be a possibility. Maybe, you know, screenshot this to see if actually I was right. But at the moment, you know, as I said before, we need to hold this support here first. But looking at the target from here, looks actually quite interesting that we could be see Brett doubling in value very, very soon. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope it was helpful to, you know, help you to guide you a little bit, you know, to see if you want to invest, you know, in some altcoins. But again, it's only based on my data. I'm not trying to encourage you to buy any of these coins, just for you to have an understanding, like a better understanding, and to make a better informed decision based on my data. Guys, if you have any question, leave a comment down below. Otherwise, if you want full analysis of all of this altcoins, Bitcoin, and all of that, join the VIP group because you will not regret it. We are really becoming a bigger community. Every single day we are getting new traders who are super skilled, so you cannot miss out on this. Take care, and I'm going to see you in the next video.